Yo que cero eño. Hola. It is back to episode 4.
See.
Guys, we are back. Episode 4 of Unscripted. I apologize to all the Spanish speakers. I don't even know what I said that first bit. But guys, today we're gonna be exploring again Christianity 101, and we're gonna be looking at what is faith later on. Do you reckon this might be the week that Noah actually gets a dub?
Yes. That is what is going to happen.
The chances are low. Chances are very, very, very
The chances
low.
are high. In fact, probable theory equates to that if a certain thing has not happened, it is more likely to happen, deemed by the results of physics. So don't at me. Noah's going to take a dub. I've just been letting you guys get ahead. Get a little bit of a lead, and then I'm just going to go bang, 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 bang.
You know what? I absolutely disagree, because I think this is my year. I won last week. I won the week before that. I think Big Brain Rio is coming back, and I'm going to be getting the W's as Noah does. So,
guys, I just want to win and have a good time. So
I'm going to win this week, and I'm excited to take some W's and get it done. But before we get there, we get to dive into the first part of our preach, which is actually done by me, which I'm super blessed by. We're going to be diving into what is faith. So I'm going to hand it back to past Noah, as I recorded this a few weeks ago, and we're going to listen in and learn a little bit about what faith is. Hey LYCers, I know that you guys know me as your unscripted host, but I'd love to share with you something that you may not know about me. I'm a big Bible guy. I love the Bible. I love learning about the Bible, and I love teaching the Bible. Today we're going to be answering a question, which is, what is faith? And we're going to be using the Bible to answer that question. But first, I'd love to tell you a story. Another thing about me is I am a big thrill seeker. I love doing crazy things. I love the big roller coasters. I love when I was in primary school camps, I'd go on the giant swing and I'd go all the way to the top and then say, pull me higher, go more. And then they'll just let me go. One time in grade 7 camp, I went on this massive zip line and I got to the front of the line. It was my turn. Everyone's just been jumping off and I decided to jump off, flip upside down, hands let go, and just go woohoo the whole way down. It was the best. With this thrill-seeking bone in my body, I really wanted to go skydiving. I loved the thought of being able to just, free fall through the air. I was so pumped. So when I booked my ticket, I was so excited. When we drove to the skydiving place, I was more excited. When we put the harness on, which, just pause for a second, how uncomfortable is a harness? Like, talk about a double wedgie that's just not right. I know it's for safety, but come on guys, someone needs to invent something that is comfort and safe. Anyway, when I put the harness on, I was super pumped when I got in the plane and went up into the air. I was like, oh my gosh, we're about to do this, is so cool. And then the green light turned on. Bing! And I started to freak out because they just opened the door and all the wind came rushing in. And I was like, oh my goodness, we're actually about to do this. My friend went before me and my friend was sitting on the ledge and then boom, gone. I was like, oh my goodness, what have I gotten myself into? And then it was my turn. So I sat on the edge, although I didn't sit on the edge, I sat off the edge because my instructor behind me sat on the edge. So I'm just dangling off the edge of a plane. And then boom, I was free falling to earth. And matter of fact, not knowing if I was gonna live or die, or having even any control over that. All I could do was actually have faith in my instructor and the parachute. Have you ever felt like that? Where you couldn't do anything in a situation, but have a little bit of faith? Maybe you were nervous or stressed about a certain environment and you didn't know what to do and you couldn't do anything yourself, but just have a little bit of faith. Or maybe you felt like you're in a life or death situation just like me, and all you could do was have faith. Well, today we're going to explore some Old Testament heroes who couldn't do much except have faith as well. We're going to find the definition of what is faith in the Bible, and we're going to learn how to apply it to our lives. But first, we're going to go watch me win a Get It Done. Dub City. Let's go. Thanks, Past Noah. I needed that vote of confidence to get this dub because everyone's just been hating on me, and I needed that vote of confidence. So I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to do it for me. I'm going to do it for us.
Do you even know what the game is, though?
No idea. Tell us.
Well, we're gonna play a variation of charades called Why Are You Late? So pretty much, I'm the boss, Rio is late to work, and she has to explain to me why she's late, but she doesn't know why she's late. No one knows why she's late. So he's gonna be acting out the reason why Rio's late, and Rio has to guess it. Let's get it done! 3, 2, 1. And Rio, why are you late?
well, there was a bunny in my pocket.
A bunny. A bunny.
He jumped out of my pocket in my pants.
There was a bunny in your pocket?
And he was ringing a bell. And he stole my bell! And then he took my key. The bunny took my key. The beaver took my key.
A beaver? I thought it was a bunny. What?
The beaver took my key. And then there was a big balloon. And,
Is she getting it right, Noah?
No, there's
it was a beaver.
different animal.
A beaver.
A hare.
Is it a rat?
A squirrel.
Yes!
What the full reason
Yeah, the
was?
squirrel took my key.
Yes!
Squirrels took your key.
So Ria and I just got 57 seconds, and that means I'm hoping that they don't do well because I'm now the boss, Rio's charading, and Peter's guessing.
All right, so I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna feel a good one. This one here. All right.
Peter, why
No,
are you
I'm
late?
so sorry. I'm late.
Why are you late? Why?
No.
Tell me.
Nothing.
Nothing. You have no
Eyes.
excuse.
My eyes. I'm looking. I'm staring.
Your eyes.
There was someone was chopping up fireworks. Someone was blowing up planes. Someone was eating a burger, eating food. It was a printer explosion. Eyes. I'm staring
You're
into
staring.
a big like a. It was a tree, a plant. It's not a plant. Is it exploding? No, it's something exploding. I was staring into something.
It said I lost
60.
a staring contest with my toaster.
Oh, what?
We did not succeed, me and Peter, so it is my turn to be the boss, and now these two got a guess. But hopefully I still win and end up at the end. So we'll...
Time to take the dub.
Oh.
Go.
Noah, why are you late to work today?
I was driving. I was cruising. I was in the TV. I was in the car, and I was trying to catch the bus. I was in a bus, and a bus stopped. The bus exploded. Bus exploded. My Subway, my burger exploded. My sub. It's a sub. It's pizza. It's what on earth is that? It's a hot dog. The bus driver stopped the bus. I drove the bus. I was on the bus. The bus driver.
the bus driver!
I don't know. The bus turned into a hot dog.
Oh, that's so funny.
I don't know how you do turn. That's why I was like, I'm a bus. Now I'm a hot dog. I am going to act out one more thing, and whoever guesses it first wins.
Okay.
Okay.
All right?
Here we go.
You guys were late because you were.
Doing a poo. In the world.
I was stuck in a bubble.
There was
Are you kidding?
What did you say?
way.
I was stuck in a bubble?
Yes, you're trapped in a bubble. What happened? No.
way.
You read that. You read that.
I swear on my life. I swear.
Ria has not gone 3 from 3. I can't believe that just happened. I just let down myself, but not just myself, but my past self and my future self.
On the plus side, I won 3 for 3.
That is what 3 weeks in a row.
I'm actually myself in shock.
Let's just move on from this segment. All right, well, that's enough for Get It Done. Wow, it's been great, awesome, fantastic. We're just culling it for the rest of the term, I think. No, it'll definitely be back next week. But we're going to jump back into me speaking about part 2 of What is Faith. So let's go hear from me again. The book of the Bible that we're diving in today is Hebrews, and this can be found in the New Testament. The chapter we're looking at is chapter 11, which is commonly known as Faith in Action. And it starts off fantastically with us giving a clear explanation of what is faith. In verse 1 it says, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." It then dives in to a bunch of Old Testament legends who show this faith that is articulated through these 2 markers, which is confidence in what we hope for and assurance in what we do not see. Here are some of my favorites. In verse 7 it says, "By faith, Noah, when warned about things not yet seen, in holy fear built an ark to save his family. By his faith, he condemned the world and became heir of the righteous, that is, keeping with faith. In verse 8, it says, by faith, Abraham, when called to go to a place he would later receive as his inheritance, he obeyed and went, even though he did not know where he was going. And when referencing Moses in verse 25 and 26, it says, he chose to be mistreated along with the people of God rather than enjoy the fleeting pleasures of sin. He regarded disgrace for the sake of Christ as of greater value than the treasures of Egypt, because he was looking ahead to his reward. These Old Testament heroes were highlighted in this verse, not because they were super close with God and were besties or because they were super holy. It was because of their faith. They had confidence in what they hoped for and assurance in what they could not see. See, Noah built an ark for a flood that he couldn't see. He had to have hope and confidence in the plan that God would follow through. If you were Noah, you may have felt silly, or you may have been second guessing, why am I building a boat when there's no water coming? But Noah had assurance in what he could not see and followed through with the plan. He was faithful to God's plan. Maybe you're feeling like Noah and God has dropped something on your heart, but you're not sure when it's gonna happen or what's gonna come. Or maybe you're just waiting on a family member or a friend to come through for you. I want to encourage you to have faith like Noah. Let's look at the story of Abraham. Abraham had to go to a land he could not see. He had to go somewhere completely different to a space he's never been before. He had to have confidence in the hope of God's promise for him, which was this land that God told him about. And he had to have assurance in what he could not see, which is the land itself, because he couldn't see it. Maybe you're feeling like Abraham in a new circumstance or an environment where you don't know what it's like. I know that if you're watching this and you're in grade 7, this is definitely you exploring the new high school arena. I want to encourage you to have faith like Abraham when you're in a new circumstance. And if we look at the story of Moses, Moses gave up comfort and had faith for something greater to come. See, Moses had to have confidence in the promise that God gave him about his people being freed from slavery, and had assurance that it would come true when he marched them out of Egypt. He had faith in God's plan, and he had to sacrifice the comfort that was in front of him for this plan to happen. Maybe you're feeling like Moses, where there's things in front of you, there's these comforts that are easier for you to grab, but they don't have fulfillment. I want to encourage you to be like Moses and deny the things that are right in front of you and have faith, which is confidence in what you hope for, which are the better things that you just can't see yet, because they can happen. All of these Old Testament heroes are amazing, but they actually all align around God's covenant. The word covenant just means like agreement, like a handshake. God's covenant was fulfilled by Jesus, and it's articulated really well in Hebrews 39-40. These were all talking about the Old Testament heroes commended for their faith. Yet none of them have received what had been promised, since God had planned something better for us, so that only together with us they were made perfect. See, the Hebrews author here was alluding to Jesus. When I was skydiving, there was a lot of evidence to say that I was going to be safe. I had an instructor who had jumped hundreds of times. I had a harness on that was double checked. They even packed 2 parachutes. If one failed, there's a backup one. I don't know if you knew that, but there's a backup parachute for you. Yet I still had to have faith in that moment that I was going to be okay. I had to have confidence in what I hoped for, which was landing safely, and assurance in what I could not see, which was the instructor behind me pulling the ripcord at the right time to get us to land safely. In the same way, we have to have confidence and assurance in Jesus. Now, there's lots of evidence around Jesus that he walked around 2,000 years ago, that he fulfilled the Old Testament prophecies, and he performed miracles. But we still have to have faith. We have to put faith in the Word, the Bible, and in what Jesus did. I choose to put my faith in Jesus. I choose to believe that he died on the cross for my sins and rose 3 days later so I can have eternal life with him. I have confidence for the hope of Jesus' promises for my life, and assurance in what I do not see, which is me with Jesus in eternity.
Well, Noah, thank you so much for sharing about faith today. We felt that we learned so much, that faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance in what we do not see. So thank you so much, Noah. That was incredible. But
before we do go, we are going to talk a little bit more about faith in our small groups. So guys, make sure you go together in your small groups, or comment down below your answers to the discussion questions going to be happening at the end of this video.
And I brought parachutes to help remind, that one's yours, Peter, because I made that one, and my lovely wife did this one, Rio, so it's a bit nicer. To help remind Peter and Rio about having faith. So if you need a prop at home, if there's something that's going to remind you to have faith. I want to encourage you to grab it and put it somewhere where you can see it so it reminds you every day. But yeah, that's it from us today. I'm Noah.
I'm Peter.
And I'm Rio.
And this has been
Unscripted!
Parachute, go!
All right, soldier, the jump looks good. You need to have faith in your parachute. I believe in you. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Whee!
Oh no, no good. Whee! He did it! Bye, son!